What's up, guys? It's your boy Justin. I got the new phone. Holy crap! The God rays on this is making my hand glow like crazy. Uh, so how's it going, guys? I'm at the park. Again, I have a relative staying at my place, even though they're allergic to dogs, and it's like what? And they're gonna be there all week. So at first I was like, crap, I'm not gonna be able to pig out on Domino's all week. Only to realize, oh yeah, I have no money right now until Friday. So it's like, God, I can't pig out on pizza anyway, which is like, oh my God. Which sucks, but it is what it is. I need to get the new job. Yeah, so I had to buy a new phone. This phone is not even, holy crap, dude. Like, the phone, my old phone, I thought it was like 5 years old. Apparently, this phone is 5 years old, and it looks like way better than my old phone, which is like, how long did I have that phone for? Like, holy crap. Time flies, I guess. I don't know, man. I swear it didn't seem like that. Yeah. Which, thank God, the phone is not too big, because I hate how big phones are nowadays. Like, this phone, it's big, but it can fit in my fucking pocket that's designed for phones. Unlike with a lot of new phones where they're like huge. I guess they're huge because we don't have handhelds anymore, so everybody, plays on their phones. So yeah, today I'm reviewing Versus by One. Well, the story is by One, who's the creator of One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100, which I've been watching Mob Psycho 100. Again, not bad, but it kind of fell off after season 2. Season 2 is not as funny as season 1. It definitely turns into like shonen, like, battle shonen. Yeah. You got art by Kyoutarou Azuma and organized by Boos. This came out in 2024. This is volume 1. I bought volume 2. This is published by Kodansha. So this is an interesting manga. Just like with a lot of One stories, it starts off like very, like, I wouldn't say random, but it starts off very random because it's like you don't know where it's going, only to realize, okay, this is where it's going. So yeah. So it starts off very Dragon Quest-esque, where the story of this, the story is basically our characters are in a fantasy world where humanity is on the brink of extinction from demon armies, and humanity is living in one, like, all of humanity is basically living in one stronghold where they amass like hero parties armed with magical weapons, and they all have fairy companions who kind of like are kind of like supposed to be like emulate them, but then our main character's fairy is like looks nothing like him and has a completely different personality. So here we have the king is telling everybody what's going on, is sending out all the separate heroes with their parties off to defeat the demon lords. So it's very Dragon Quest-esque. Which these support fairy things are like, you see them a lot in like in like MMOs that, like, there was like the one Japanese MMO was playing, Eternal Kingdom Battle Peak, which I deleted that piece of shit. They had like a talking fairy that basically talked for your character during cutscenes, and like even like Terra has like a fairy, but they never explain what that is. I just noticed, hey, there's this green like little thing that's following me around. Like, what the fuck? Oh, which if you haven't played Terra, that's like, it's basically anime World of Warcraft. Is basically the best way to describe it. And they have one of the voice actors for one of the characters is the fucking CEO from like Battlestar Galactica. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Well, I guess that game would have came out around the time that Battlestar Galactica was popular, but I didn't know it was popular in fucking Korea. So yeah, what ends up happening is our parties go out, and everybody gets wrecked. Basically. Like, our character even loses an arm. Which is like, which I was wondering, hey, is it weird that, like, you don't see his right arm on the cover? And it's like, oh, it's because, like, he lost it. So, yeah. I read this and the last manga I read, like, a week ago. So, that's why. These manga reviews are not going to be very good, to be honest. So, what ends up happening is that it turns out the hero parties that were sent out to defeat the whatever amount of demon lords there are in their castles, I can't remember, it was like maybe 20 something of them, were a diversionary tactic that the mages, which our main character's brother is a mage, there's him, Zabi, was part of an operation where they created magic summoning portals to summon humans from another world to help them. And they basically live in, like, the humans are basically from Binary Domain, which if you ever watched that, check it out. And they have, like, Halo armor. Only to realize that, yeah, they have their own problems. They have killer robots that want to kill them. And they also came to their world as well. So I'm thinking, oh, great, is this going to be like sci-fi and magic hero, like sci-fi heroes and fantasy heroes teaming up to take out each other's enemies? Because it's like, it seems like the sci-fi hero, the guns are effective on the demons, and magic's effective on the robots. Only it turns out that's not the case. There's more fucking different worlds that get summoned. So you especially see them on, like, the end. Like, there's one there where they straight up stole, like, Attack on Titan. There's an Attack on Titan world. There's, like, a Godzilla world. Here you see the different, the different worlds where they explain. The different people from the different worlds are explaining, like, hey, here are our threats. Like, these guys are aliens. This is Godzilla. This is, like, nature's out of control. These are basically mutants. One of them's God. One's like Mad Max, kind of. This one's like, oh, they have, like, biohazards and shit. And one's like a world tree. So what do I think about this manga that Dark Side Comics recommended? Which I was thinking of getting it anyway. So, like, yeah, I liked it. I picked up volume 2. I like the art. It's similar enough to Yusuke Murata, where it's like, I can't complain. Like, you definitely can see the one, even though this is not written by one, you can definitely see the similar, like, it's definitely, it's not as funny as, like, One Punch Man or Mob Psycho, but it is humorous at times, and the action is good. But it's like, wow, the premise is crazy, dude. The premise is probably the best part, but it's like, yeah, where's this going to go? is where I'm thinking. Yeah, because it's like, is this going to be a long-running manga series? Is this going to be a short-running manga series? Like, how can they, like the one guy, the main character hero, Hollow, his plan is, why don't we set the humanity's enemies against each other, right? You see the robots fight the demons, and, like, there was, like, one of the Titan dudes gets, like, attacked by, like, killer moles or whatever. But it's like, yeah, it just comes off like, man, humanity is cooked, dude. I don't see how, like, humanity is gonna win at all in this. And the teenagers spawned and are ruining the video. Goodbye.